and welcome back to What You Think, Harrisburg. I'm back out here doing promotions for my main podcast, The Elephant in the Room. If you haven't got a chance to check it out, please get over there and check it out. And I'm me. So we're out here doing the grassroots thing, talking to the people of Harrisburg, people of America, because these fine gentlemen aren't from Harrisburg. But we're talking to the people of America, asking a couple main questions. So go ahead and tell the camera what your name is.
My name is David. I give you my consent. I do what I do.
You do what he do. All right, man. So what do you, as an American, think the greatest problem, as a black American, think all the greatest problem is in America facing everybody in America today?
Okay. There's a lot of things that's wrong with America, so you can't just focus on one topic. Now, if I had to choose, I would say everything that's not in your face.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is the biggest problems, they're not really in your face.
So what type of problems do you think that aren't in people's face enough? What do you think people should be more worried about? Because I get what you're saying. People, the ones that everyone's in your face is like transsexual bathrooms, for one instance, and stupid things like that that made no sense. The Kardashians. That's the shit that's in our face all the time. So what do you think's not in our face? What do you think?
Okay, let me be more specific about what I'm saying. The Kardashians are not in my face. I never met one of them.
No, but they're on TV. They're on TV.
I don't watch TV.
Okay.
I'm talking about the shit that happens every day in everybody's lives on a regular basis that people don't want to talk about.
Like what?
That's probably why you inspired.
I'm out here exactly doing that. I want to talk about what everyone thinks they should be talking about. That's what I'm trying to ask you. Like what do you mean by that? Like what? Like give me a topic. Give me something to go with on this.
Okay.
That's broad.
Okay. How about war?
I agree with that. So, and I hate it shouldn't even be a question I should have to ask you. But what kind of war do you mean? Because today there's so many different types of war. There's
all of them.
Okay. All right. So that'll lead me to my third question for you then. What do you think we could do to solve this as Americans, just as everyday Americans? What could we all do to
actually be one fucking nation?
I'm with that.
And it's not even have to do with only America. It's about with the world. The problem is bigger than just America.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. If we would all work together, we wouldn't have all the tribalism. Like if we would work better with China and Russia, if we were all actually like one solid
The only thing that I'm not really going to talk about that much is your religion, because everybody is entitled to their own religion.
Absolutely.
As well as their opinion.
Absolutely. I tell people that all the time. People try to ask me, what's your religion? I'm not religious. I don't follow any specific religion because in my eyes, books are written by men. Men have agendas. Their agendas don't fit what I want for my life, so I don't need to know. Now, that's not saying I didn't read these holy books. Like I read like the Quran, the Bible, a bunch of other stuff, but none of it really clicks for me. Because like I said, there's so many translations, there's so many this, that, and third. Like, in my eyes, I'm gonna be a good person and see what happens at the end when I get there. You know what I mean? The best I can offer the universe.
That's fair.
Because it's not like anything ever gets wasted. If you burn a law, just because it's just ashes now doesn't mean it wasn't. Everything that was there is still there. Like everything just goes into smoke or is consumed by the point and goes into the fire.
It's not in the same place.
Exactly. So I couldn't see the energy that provides our existence here on Earth being any different. Even if it's not what we all think and want, even if it's not some great heaven or
let me ask you a question
like that.
What do you think is the biggest problem in America?
Me? Oh man, it's rare I get asked any
questions. Now we changing the shit around.
All right, so me personally, I think the biggest problem in America is our separatism. Like everyone's so worried about everything. Like I don't think that what's your race should be a question on an employment form. You know what I mean? I don't think that should be something that you should have to tell someone to get a job. Like, I'm black, white, Hispanic. That's nonsense to me. We're all human beings.
Do they give you an option?
You can say I'm other, or I'd rather not answer, but it shouldn't be on there at all is my point. Why the fuck does it matter if I'm black, white, or Hispanic to get a job?
Because it's polls.
Fuck their polls. It's not, no, it's not polls. Because I can go down here to an ice cream shop right now that's owned by a small business owner that made his own application and not have to answer that same question.
Okay, so now, This is what I'm gonna say. I don't know the answer to everything.
Me neither.
I'm just giving my opinion.
Absolutely. That's what the whole show is about, man.
Okay.
But like I don't know, it could be worse. I mean, we could be back like in the 70s or 80s, but people act like slavery ended 100 years ago, like 400 years ago.
So what was different back then that changed right now? Everything.
Pause. I grew up in an all-white area. I grew up in Perry County. I beat the fuck out of so many white people growing up. It was bad. People don't like me around there because all I do is fucking fight for fun. But I don't do that anymore. I'm trying to grow up and be a better person.
What was your
Pause.
reason?
It doesn't matter what the reason was. What I'm trying to say is I did it. I didn't get lynched. I didn't get lynched. I didn't get hung up in the woods.
I'm not trying to cut you off, but this is a conversation, right?
Absolutely.
Let me ask you a real question. Are you racist?
Am I racist? I think everybody's got their own stereotypes that they hold against other races. I'm not going to say I'm racist because I dislike everybody equally until I get to know you. If I don't know you, I don't trust you. I don't care if you're white, black, Asian, Hispanic. I can give a shit less if you're purple and pink. All I need to know is if you're a good person or not. I don't care. I don't care if you're from a different country.
I feel the same way. I agree with you. I agree with you.
I don't like the fact that we got borders. I don't like none of that. But I understand the borders are necessary because other countries aren't at where we're at. I'm not saying get rid of the borders. I'm not saying have open borders. None of that. But I'm saying like we should be more open with our fucking fellow human beings in general. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be this whole I'm American, you're Russian, I don't fucking like you, I don't trust you. Like
the biggest reason. Okay, I can ask you a question now. I can ask you a question now. This is the biggest problem in America. Propaganda, man.
Now let me stop you right there because I know some things about propaganda that just blow my mind. Now let me stay before I say anything else. Obama was my motherfucking man. I fucked with Obama. He did a lot of good things for the poor people in the country, and a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that. Especially in today's age when Trump pushes it on the media every fucking second he gets that Obama was a bad president, and that man was fucking great. But he did do this, well, two things while he was in office that it kind of hurt my feelings a lot as a black American. He did the first thing, he re-signed the Patriot Act.
I'm not going to keep cutting you off, but let me just cut you off one more time.
Go ahead.
Okay, why do you think that you got to get my consent first before I can be on this
Because if
podcast?
you say something stupid and you don't like the fact that I got it on camera and you want to take it off the internet.
Okay, that wasn't the whole question. But then why do you think I gotta cover up logos and everything? Why do you think that? What's your answer for that?
It's all about money, man. If I may, it's what they call intellectual property at this point, which is fucking mind-blowing.
So what you think propaganda is about?
That's what I was about to say. You cut me off. So like I said, the first thing he did is re-sign the Patriot Act. I'm sure you know about the Patriot Act, 9/11, blah, 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 blah. All that shit that lets them spy on our cell phones and look into our house. Look into our house. It's so much like, but this is the main problem that I have with the fucking shit. Because a lot of shit in there is good. We need to keep terrorists out there. I mean, people want to blow us up. England gets blown up all the time by the IRA. That's a real fucking thing that happens. But that's not what we're here to talk about. So then we just talk about propaganda. The other thing that he did that he was president that really just hurt me, is he signed what's called the Freedom Act. And the Freedom Act means basically the government can release commercials onto the air to the public without telling them that they were released from the government, trying to sway people's opinions on things. Basically, they can, you know what I mean, do propaganda as much as they want now. Now, there was shit invoked for a long time to keep the government from being able to do shit like that, but Obama got rid of it. And that's why Hillary and Trump and all these other...
Did he really get rid of it?
Absolutely. He signed in the Freedom Act.
100%?
I don't know if it's 100%, I doubt it. I'm sure there's things you can't do 100%. You never do 100%. You want to do loopholes, because if you go 100%, who's going to sign off on it? You know what I mean? So you make little loopholes and stuff. What was I just saying? Oh, Hillary and Trump, like the whole Cambridge Analytica is how Trump got elected, and that's all basically through propaganda. Now, granted, most of that was on the internet and not on the TVs and stuff, but the whole crooked Hillary campaign and everything else like that that got Trump into office was done by one fucking company that buys all our information off Google and knew who they could target to sway into thinking that Trump was a better candidate than Hillary. And that's how Trump won the fucking election.
Now let me ask you another question. How do you feel about freedom of speech?
Why do you think I'm doing this podcast? I don't think there's nothing more, oh my goodness, besides maybe the Second Amendment. Maybe the Second Amendment. I don't know.
You gotta say for the people what the Second Amendment is.
Oh, you gotta own your guns. That's a right to own and fucking bear arms.
Okay.
And when people want to go so hard now, and this is in the wake of all these fucking shootings that have been going on and shit. And I don't, I'm sorry for the victims. God bless, I'm not religious, but if you are, happy luck with that, man. Like, you can't take the guns from American citizens without risking the fact that means that the government would not have any consequences. There wouldn't have any consequences if the government comes in with the army when they're big guns. What the fuck are we supposed to fight them with pistols?
If everybody is allowed to have guns, we just gonna kill each other.
I disagree. I 100% disagree. Yes.
100?
100% disagree. You can look up the statistics right now for what I want to say.
It's not about statistics because it never happened. It never happened though.
I can't remember the name of the fucking country off the top of my head, and I don't want to just fuck up and say it on camera, wrong country. But there's a country right now. Most of the population has guns.
It never happened in my time.
It happens right now every day in this country. Alright, sorry about that. We had a train going by. We had to stop for a second. But like I was saying, it happens every day in this country. Most of the people there own guns, and they have the lowest gun violence. They have like a quarter of what we got, man. It's bad here in America. Now, the problem that we really have is that we can have people that are on all types of antipsychotics and all types of other stuff still owning these guns. Not really, not that we don't know, but the drug companies don't want to admit to us all the known side effects that can come from things like Adderall, fucking, what's that sleeping medication?
No, can I have to stop you for a second because, like, you said one thing, then you talk about another thing. You talk about focus on guns. You went to guns to drugs.
No, I was talking about mass shootings, and what I was saying was that these drugs might have a very serious connection to these people going insane and causing these mass shootings here we have in America.
How do you know that, though? Do you know that for 100% fact?
I don't know that for 100% fact, but I know the statistics on it, and I know that most of these motherfuckers...
What are statistics?
Statistics are numbers that are in real fucking life that apply to our everyday lives.
But how do you get the statistics, though?
You take all the people that went out and did mass shootings.
How do you know
You go into their medical records. You see which ones are on Adderall, Ambien, all this other crazy shit.
Somebody could have killed a million people in their life and never got caught.
I'm not saying that I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people.
That's part of the statistics.
I'm talking about the people that are out. I'm not talking about the serial killers. All right, well, those are serial killers that are going one by one and doing things crazy because they're fucking insane. These other people are also fucking insane, but they're going and killing 40, 50, 60 people at a time in a group and then taking their own lives.
And they probably never did it on camera or got caught either.
That's possible.
Was smart.
That's possible, but then you got it's not. We're not talking about those. We're talking about, like I said, the mass shootings where people are going
in. Be talking about those people
because we're talking about fucking.
They are part of
You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. But the serial killers are just as likely to use a knife or a fucking piano wire or anything else to kill their victim as anything else. Mass murderers, people that are going out here and killing 20, 30 people at a time aren't. I mean, now granted, there's the one guy that went and hit that whole. I guess there's two guys actually. Now that I think about it, they hit them crowds of people with their vehicle and killed a couple people like that. But for the most part, it's gun violence that are killing groups of people at one time. Do you disagree?
I disagree because you don't know everything. You don't know that.
I know what we all know.
You basing everything that you believe off of statistics.
I don't base everything I believe off statistics, but I believe in cases like this where, yeah, these motherfuckers are all insane. They all obviously have mental problems documented and everything else like that, and they still have availability to guns, then yeah, I believe that statistic definitely fucking matters.
Okay.
All right, I appreciate you though, man. We're gonna get this one done, wrap this up. I think that was a really good conversation, man. I definitely appreciate you. We got your man Wayne over here on the wings. I don't know if he still wants to say anything. If he does, we'll bring him back on for a second. All right, I guess he's good. That's it for this episode of What You Think Harrisburg. I very much appreciate. What's your name one more time for the camera?
David.
David. Thank you.